You guys, the LaBrant family is in some big trouble after they've been called out over their new app that they've created. Another family has now come out to say that they were actually in talks with the LaBrant family and doing something like this together, but then they decided to do their own thing. It was a solo mission, and they feel like their idea has been stolen. So we're gonna get into the LaBrant family and this app that they've created and what this family has to say. Because this is just a mess, and we've got to spill on everything that's going on. The LaBrant family is not any stranger to controversy, as they've been called out a number of times before. For years, people have come for the way that they share their children online, filming their lives, and being accused of exploiting them. People grew particularly frustrated with these two when they made a video clickbaiting their daughter having cancer at one point. This was back in 2021, and she ended up not having cancer, but they scared their fans into thinking that she did with this video titled "She Got Cancer." They also made a series of videos about their son having had a seizure that people just felt wasn't appropriate, since they were sharing tons of photos of him in the hospital and just talking so in depth about him, and people just felt like they were invading his privacy and sharing things that were super unnecessary. And they've come under fire for other things as well, such as this pro-life documentary that they made at one point. So there's just been a lot said about them over the years, but now they found themselves in some more drama, as recently the LaBrant family has been teasing a big announcement, and this time it shockingly wasn't a pregnancy announcement, though people honestly wouldn't have been surprised with their rapidly growing family. But this announcement was this new app that they were launching called Bear Fruit. There is a fee to this app. Right now it's a monthly subscription of $6.99, or you can sign up for a yearly subscription for $69.99. Savannah wrote a long post on Instagram talking about why they created the app, and part of what she said was, "We created at Bear Fruit because the reality is that having a good marriage is hard. 50% of marriages end in divorce and rising. Raising good kids who actually love Jesus is hard. More young adults than ever before are leaving the church, and becoming the person God has called you to be can sometimes feel really hard. We know it has for us at times. We created Bear Fruit because this is something we wish we had when we first got married, first started having kids, and even now more than ever as we're in the thick of it." In the App Store, they mentioned features of the app like join the live podcast twice every month, questions submitted by you, get access to every course designed specifically for this community, share your testimonies, and interact with others in a positive, godly community. And they also talk about giveaways. They said every single month, a new Bear Fruit member wins a massive giveaway, much more features included and coming soon. Join now. And on their website, they showed some more courses that would be offered, such as how to homeschool, finding the one in 30 days, spicing up your marriage. And they were claiming that this was all them, that they created this idea and formulated the vision for it.
Guys, we built this thing from scratch. So this was nothing. This was just an idea. And we just started thinking of, I wish that I had something like this whenever we first got married and when we first started having kids, because it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard to have a good marriage. It's so hard to raise kids well who are respectful and kind and love Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's most important for us. We're like, man, what if we created this space where people could do that?
Yeah.
And not just do it alone, but do it together.
Yeah.
And we think that we got there, because whenever we first started creating this thing, we're like, I just don't know how this is gonna happen, because this isn't gonna make sense to people who haven't created apps. But it was like, the vision was not clear. Like, we knew what we wanted to do, but we created this thing from scratch, and months and months and months later, it's really been a God vision that has come into a reality of, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. And it's better than we thought it was gonna be, and it's out now.
Yeah.
It's like, just go click the link down there and go download it.
But now here's where the drama comes in, because leading up to their announcement of the app, it was exposed that Savannah and Cole had been in talks with other people about a similar project prior to just going off and creating their own app. And now those who originally were in talks with them have been left with a bad taste because they feel their idea was stolen.
This video is about our negative experience with Cole and Savannah LaBrant and how it relates to their new venture. Let's get into it. On April 1st, 2024, we had a 1-hour call with Cole LaBrant to discuss what we presented as a multi-million-dollar opportunity. Cole said, "You have my attention," and we scheduled our exciting call. He said this was very timely because they were looking for something to sink their teeth into. He even signed our NDA to show good faith that what we talked about would be confidential. And we trusted them. I mean, they're very outspoken about their faith. Why wouldn't they be? Here's a video of us right after the call documenting our experience.
It's April 1st, but it's not April Fool's Day.
Not April Fool's.
We just got off the call with Cole LaBrant for an hour where we gave him our presentation. He really liked it. He really liked it.
He was very intrigued.
He was very intrigued. He's like, he had no idea what, like, he This is perfect for them because they have no idea like about digital products.
Yeah, and he said if this was the #1 moneymaker, his motivation on putting all of his energy into it will exponentially go up.
How do you think it went? Do we sound like we just talked to someone who was familiar with what we were discussing and maybe they were already working on something similar? What do you think? Then they went silent, but they posted this video on their YouTube channel.
We have 3 really cool, unique business opportunities. What we feel is very like-minded people.
Stuff that we're super passionate about, so it's
not
pretty exciting.
It's not like to make money, but it's actually to make a difference.
Yeah.
The description of their new venture sounded strikingly similar to what we presented to them. So concerned, I sent Cole this text, just flat out asking him, where he said no, and if we were to do that, it would be with you guys. No worries there. And according to Reddit and the homepage of their new Christian business, they are in fact doing a homeschool course, which is what we described as their bread and butter. Cole also shared in another private text message that they plan to incorporate many of the elements we presented into their venture. I really didn't want to speak out, but I couldn't just sit back and let this happen to my family. We just wanted to share our experience to see what you guys thought.
She went on to comment under her post saying, "We know they saw this video because they just blocked us both from Instagram and TikTok. But anyways, it won't stop us from sharing our story and continuing to share our story." And it certainly seems very likely that Cole is very aware of this situation since he seems very locked in to looking at the hate comments surrounding their new app with the way that he has addressed most of the backlash that they've gotten online surrounding the app. He posted to his Instagram story recently saying, "We have an aggressively angry hate group constantly coming after our family. They really don't like when we talk about God, and they're really trying to take this app down. Being honest with you guys, because I think we have such a unique group of people here who genuinely love Jesus, and we don't have to go through this attack alone. Thank you guys for standing with us, and even if this app isn't for you, would you pray these scriptures over the app, our family, and every family joining the community?" He also posted screenshots of people talking negatively about the app on Reddit and said, "The enemy is not happy." But of course, Cole has not said anything about this particular accusation, that they stole this concept from someone else, and him and Savannah are continuing to push this app to their audience, trying their hardest to get people to download it with giveaway incentives and more, like letting people who download right now become a founding member, as they wrote on Instagram stories saying becoming a founding member will only be extended to those who join Bear Fruit before November 9th. On November 9th, we have a big exciting announcement for the app that will change the game up a bit and think new members will be really excited about it. But the chance to become a founding member within the app will be closed then. Now, though they haven't addressed any of the drama surrounding them taking this concept from other people, they have opened up this week about the fact that this app was not easy or cheap to make, but that they wanted freedom, which seems to be their whole reason for why they might be saying they didn't want to work with anyone else, but definitely doesn't make it right after those meetings they had. They shared on Instagram saying, "Creating an app like Bear Fruit from total scratch is not easy or cheap. But we did it from scratch because we wanted the freedom to grow this platform and community to cater to you, to be able to create any feature within the app you guys wanted. Our possibilities are endless, truly. This isn't Cole and Savannah's app. We sincerely want this to be just as much yours. You have a say in the future of this app, and we want to hear from you how we can constantly be making it better, especially those who have joined this first month. We are working on making every one of you honorary founding members with special perks within the app." I guess we'll just have to see how long they keep this up for. I mean, this isn't the first time that a creator has made an app. Like, remember the Ace family had an app and we saw how that went. Obviously, this one is a little different because they're trying to teach people things and religion is tied into it.
It's not just like a little random app. This is like an app that you get to bear fruit in your life with. Like, you get to bear fruit with your kids, your family, your
marriage,
your friends, your marriage, yourself.
We have big visions to really increase this too, to where hopefully this is like a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
For essentially the Christian family, the Christian individual, the Christian couple.
But it certainly is kicking off with a lot of drama, I'll say that. But if we're being honest, it really is nothing new with these two. They've been in a number of controversies over the years like we talked about, but that is what is currently being said about this family. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts on how they went about this whole app and the fact that they are getting called out for having taken this idea from someone else. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.